And the Dark Horse adventures begin here on Ice H TV. What are we doing? What are we doing? The exhaust is very lame. Where's the exhaust? How can we change that here on Ice H TV? What we can do, we can stuff an H pipe. We can stuff a Corsa H pipe in this frickin' Mustang, and we can take it to Mac's Custom Garage, and he can help resolve the quietness in my life. That's what we're doing. Stay tuned for the H pipe Corsa install 2024 brand new Mustang Vapor Blue Dark Horse handling package. And can we get this car to have a little bit more of an attitude? Stay tuned. Oh boy, it is cold out. And I can just so feel it in these tires that are saying, Iceman, it's cold. The frickin' stick shift knob here is cold. I mean, wow. And getting behind the wheel of this car, it's just, I haven't driven this car at all. It is in some ways, kind of reminds me of my GT500, which that was just a badass car. But listen to the exhaust. The exhaust is on the track mode. And listen to it. I mean, it just is so lame. I mean, we're at 2,500 RPMs, and there's just nothing that exciting about this exhaust. And it's always about the exhaust. Who doesn't know that story, right? There's 6th gear. But I mean, there's just, yikes, right? We're in track mode. Yes, exhaust. I'm not in track mode for the car, but the steering is just so tight. I mean, and I've been riding around in my trucks and other vehicles now for the last few weeks, so I haven't driven this car in a while, but wow, now that I'm in this car, it's great. My daughter's just so smart. Just so smart. See this box here? I didn't realize the back seats of these Mustangs, you know, come down when you have to stuff something in the trunk. So my daughter this morning, before she was going to go to work, was going to go by the Mac's Custom Garage and drop off that box for the H pipe. And at the last second, she's like, Dad, this will fit in your Mustang. I'm like, you really think it'll fit the Mustang? I'm like, I don't know how. So we put it in the trunk, and she gets in the back area, opens the door here, and looks and pushes a button, and the seat falls down. It went for my daughter at the last second, because she was going to have to drive 2 different directions. So I know for her, it's like, Dad, I'm going to have to drive way over Manassas, Virginia, to turn around, drive way up to the Beltway. I don't want to do that. And so she figured it out. Man, I tell you what, it's getting bad. If I look at my kids sometimes, like, wow, how would I survive, right? Wow. So it's all about the Mustang, but get this, breaking news. Breaking news. They're wanting to sell that Raptor. Do I give it up? Do I go a whole new direction, and do I trade a truck for a truck? And what would I give up for the 37 Raptor? Yeah, I know. So they're working on a deal right now. Does this deal play out? Do I end up getting a 37 Raptor before the week is out? Wow. And I'm going to get my Mustang H pipe put on. So, and I'm going to video all of that so other people can see the underneath this Mustang. And they can see the before and after exhaust. The danger is I'll be over there. He'll have some different mufflers for this thing. And I'd be like, all right, let's put those bad boys on. Like on that Ford GT that I have. But I put the Roush new mufflers on. And that's just a nice sounding car. It's badass. I don't know. We shall see. Mac will know. This guy knows his exhaust. It's pretty cool. But now we're in the Mustang. Such the characteristics of this really tight steering and of that GT500, which is so cool because the Mustangs just radiate, I feel like, in the higher end performance packages of just, it's race ready. It's race ready. I mean, it just feels so connected that this thing is like, take me to the track. Take me to the track, Daddy, and just let me spank it. I mean, I'm sincere. It's just such a different ride over like my Mopar products because it's a smaller platform car. mean, and that's why it gives you more of that sports car feel than the big sedan like the Super B and the Challenger. And that's why I like these Mustangs, because they really are a fun car, and it does give you more of that feel that you really are in a two-door sports car. You don't get that feel. You don't get that feel in a Dodge Challenger. And yeah, today, unfortunately, my kid's out taking care of some business, and I've got some free time today to enjoy what I love doing most, and that is my car addictions of enjoying my cars and modifying the car. And does another vehicle deal go down? I don't know. It'll be an interesting day ahead of us. So stay tuned as we head to Mac's Garage in Manassas, Virginia. Great guy, and I'll share with you the adventures of change out the exhaust. But I thought it'd be really cool to talk right now, because listen to the car. When I have all this work done, will it be any different? Will it be a lot different noise just with the H pipe? Jared of Lethal Performance. Hey, Lethal Performance guys, you should check out my channel. I promote you. I highly recommend going to Lethal Performance for your Ford Mustang parts, Bronco parts. Definitely do that. That's where I buy my parts, is Lethal Performance. All right, there was a really cool guy in that Mercedes. Oh my God. Wow, thing's badass. Hey, good meeting you, Jerome, if you watch this video today. And really nice young man, accomplished, successful. And here we are at, am I pulling it in or is he pulling it in? I think he wants to pull it in. So I'm gonna just put it right here, because I'm sure his thoughts are that this is his shop, not my shop. And here we go for the adventures. There he is. In his 2016 Mercedes-Benz AMG. I'm just not a Mercedes guy, but that thing is really, really nice. And he's got some power. All right, now to the real deal, right? That is the Mustang Dark Horse. And now, oh, there he goes. All right, so now, well, the before and the after. Gotta have that, right? And that's an infinity car in there. Wow. Perfect day out here. Mac's Custom Garage is where you go if you want to get the real deal. You got to get the exhaust out of the car. And the danger is, well, we have a different muffler system, and I'll be like, oh gosh. Now look at this here, the 454 SS. Whose truck is this? I bet you it's Mac's. Come on, is that cool or what? Guarantee it's Mac's. That is so clean. All right. The music in the background will make me have copyright issues. Is that Jerome? Oh no, here comes some more noise. It's a Subaru. Wow. Mac man is on the job. So here comes the lame. There's the lame. A little bit, nothing great. Hey, hold on a second. I can get my video now. Say what now? I need to get my video. You need to get your video? I need to get my video. Okay. He's that video's going, man. The brand new 2024 Mustang Dark Horse. Dark Horse package. Yeah, yeah. Mac's experiencing what I experience. The technology drive you nuts. Oh, I know. There you go. Should have. When you hit the button, just hit the button. Nah. Don't put your foot on the brakes. Open the door. Give it a second. But don't put your foot on the brake to start it. Just hit. There you go. There it is. Maybe that's it. Okay. Okay, one more time, right? Just want to know a trick? Just want to know a trick? That e-brake automatically goes off without you even pushing it. Once you put your foot on the gas pedal, it releases it. And you don't have to put your foot on the gas pedal because the car on its own revs it up.
You got to push it down.
No, but here, pull it up. Let me show you a trick. Pull it up. Okay, now take your hand off of it. All right, now, don't touch it. Put it in gear. Okay, put it in gear now. And then just let the clutch out without even using the gas. It automatically releases it. Watch.
Oh, see, when I hit the gas, it fucking brakes come on.
Isn't that awesome? It's automatic.
I don't trust it.
Okay, here we go. Hey, that's not too shabby, right? Hey, here we are at Mac's Garage. The before and after. Can we hear a before? Where's it? Here's the before. That was before, as we now get ready to put on the lift and make it an after. Stay tuned. So Mac, the custom exhaust, I'm asking right now, will there be that much of a difference just putting an H pipe on? What happens when you do an H pipe?
I mean, in the previous generations, especially with the valve mufflers, you would get a really nice increase, especially when you would actuate the valve.
Right.
So with the older gens, if I had a GT quad tip with valves, I would just delete the reds, leave the mufflers, or put an H pipe or whatever you want to do, and rock and roll like that. So I haven't seen underneath one of these Dark Horses, so I can see what it looks like. But
okay.
I would imagine so. I'd imagine it'd be a nice increase.
Okay.
Just like the previous ones, if it's a similar setup.
Okay. All right.
Does that work?
That works. Mac's Custom Garage. This is the guy to come see if you want some really quality, good work. He really does know his stuff. So Mac, the custom exhaust, I'm asking right now, will there be that much of a difference just putting an H pipe on? What happens when you do an H pipe?
I mean, in the previous generations, especially with the valve mufflers, you would get a really nice increase, especially when you would actuate the valve.
Right.
So with the older gens, if I had a GT quad tip with valves, I would just delete the reds, leave the mufflers, or put an H pipe or whatever you want to do, and rock and roll like that. So I haven't seen underneath one of these Dark Horses, so I can see what it looks like. But
okay.
I would imagine so. I'd imagine it'd be a nice increase.
Okay.
Just like the previous ones, if it's a similar setup.
Okay. All right.
Does that work?
That works. Mac's Custom Garage. This is the guy to come see if you want some really quality, good work. He really does know his stuff. Hey, here we are at Mac's Garage. The before and after. Can we hear a before? Where's it? Here's the before. That was before, as we now get ready to put on the lift and make it an after. Stay tuned. Okay, here's the big reveal. But the exhaust is all interchangeable from the 550 series to the 650 series. So I have a hard time believing. It'd be interesting to see what you're going to see. You'd be like, oh, this is totally different from what you're used to looking at.
It's actually pretty much identical.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Which that's good because you've done it.
No, it is good. So you're gonna like it. It's gonna sound bitchin'. You're gonna like it.
So we're gonna remove this big old box right here. The toaster oven.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
My little toaster.
Does it have any titanium in it?
Nah, that's just the resonator.
Yeah, I know. I just played with you. There's the money factor, right?
Right?
You can go have a good time tonight on the toaster fitting.
Right.
So let's hope they did it right at Lethal Performance. You know Lethal Performance? Jared, the crazy man.
Yeah,
I got a lot of stuff from them. Pretty cool. They're out of Florida.
Yeah.
You guys on the East Coast. So here's the big reveal. That I got the cyber whatever blah blah deal.
Cyber Monday shit.
Yeah. So there you go. Now you're getting, it's like a suitcase, right? That's the way to do it. And it's all good. So are you gonna use those clamps or weld?
Whatever you want.
Oh, I'd like you to do what you do best.
I'd like to weld it.
Yeah, let's weld.
Weld it.
Make it look professional.
That's right.
right? You know as well as I do.
Pretty stout. Looks like it's good shit. So
yeah. I mean, you know as well as I do. If I had a lift, could I cut things out and put clamps on? Yeah. I mean, but let's get the real deal where you weld it.
Right under there.
There it is.
The double H pipe's cool too.
Yeah, well, they say the H pipe is better on this new motor than the X.
Yeah, typically a lot of the Mustangs run H pipes, even going way back when.
Right.
Yeah.
They say you get a little bit more power out of it, not a lot.
Yeah.
So here's the actuator valves right here. That's where that little thinger is. But you know, once again, it's all about the exhaust note. So you think it's going to be a big difference?
I think it's going to sound cool. Yeah.
Because on my GT Mustang,
we've done a couple 24s with like muffler deletes and stuff. And
right.
I haven't liked those as much as the older gens, but
right.
We'll see with this one how it does. I haven't done a resonator delete on one of the 24s yet.
Okay.
Just a couple muffler deletes. And
right.
I like the old shit better.
Look at what about the underpinnings for the Dark Horse package? So this has the Dark Horse handling package. Right. So you know what am I? You're paying a ton of money. These things are so expensive. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Looks cool.
And then if you're all out racing, you get rid of these, but that means you're all out racing. And what about the headers? What
nowadays they're making it to where race cars need cats too. They're trying to change
oh wow
in there. So
what do you about the guys who do the headers? What do you really accomplish much in this type of technology? A header?
You get, I mean, depending on if you run shorties or long tubes, you know, it affects torque range differently. But I mean,
is it really worth it?
It sounds cool, you know, but
is it worth it?
Sure. Yeah, hell yeah, it's worth it. Come on down here and go put some fucking headers on your car. Yeah, it's worth it.
There you go. Right, yeah. That's right. More business, right?
Yep.
Look at all the aluminum parts, man. Now you know when you crash these things, through the stratosphere of the parts, all aluminum, and they're all going to crack. You know, so they ain't going to bend, they're going to crack. Right or wrong?
Aluminum's usually pretty good when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right, look at that there. All the electronics, incredible, man. If you jacked up a 1966 Ford Mustang, looked underneath of it, what would you see? Would it be a solid rear axle?
We got 69 in the parking lot, you know, so we can look at that and see.
Yeah, right. Okay. Look at the tires.
But yeah, they're solid rears on them.
Yep. Oh, okay. All right. So the moment of fun begins.
All right.
The doctor is in.
All right, spread out.
Surgical gloves, mask,
hold on.
Attitudes. Right? Where's the nurse? Who wants to be the nurse today? Does he want to be the nurse today? Where's your outfit, man? Come on. Yeah. You got to wear the appropriate, you know, attire to hang out with him during the operation, right? Get your high heels on. You remember MASH? Did you ever watch MASH? Yeah. I can't. No. The guy dressed up, you know. I know. Yeah. That would be appropriate, okay? I'll go buy some lipstick up the street for you, right? No, we got some paint around here that's removable, right? So all right.
Probably do.
Yeah, we don't want to reduce it. Screw that.
No, this is for, I mean, to hook up to the front of this thing.
Really? You got that small pipe up there? I didn't even see that. Come on.
Yeah. Right
That's stupid.
Just like that in there.
Oh my gosh. So they do have clamps on this thing.
So it has to be clamped here. What I was going to do is I'll cut these slits, cut it down toward the slit thing.
Yeah.
I'll cut it down to here and
right.
just run a bead and weld these reducers to here.
Right.
And clamp this to the front pipe.
Okay.
Just to look clean.
But that's so stupid how they reduced
You're right. I mean,
what's that?
This thing is made to be on a big pipe system.
Right.
So, no, I mean, it's even, you're going to have to.
How could you outsmart it?
There's another reducer for back here because of the diameter difference.
But how could you could outsmart this by making a little fitting here and make it.
Still.
Is it even worth it?
Still gonna. It only flows as much as the smallest point. I mean, so it's still small here and it's still small there. I mean, it's gonna sound great, but as far as flow's concerned,
yeah,
there is a choke point in here. I mean, if you want me to cut it back into here, and then I could maybe put some V-bands, something like that. That way, there's this choke point's eliminated. I mean, that's up to you.
Well, it'd be more about you think if it's really worth it. If it ain't worth it, it's too much money and too much time.
Well, there's no such thing as too much money when I'm the one making
it. Right, I know, but do we accomplish much?
I mean, with the rest of the system being as it is, I'd say no.
Okay.
You know, but
so stay on what you're doing. Don't let me.
When you mess with anything, if you fuck with this up here, you avoid your warranty, no matter what you're doing. So don't mess with that and not get in trouble anymore. Yeah,
right, exactly. I'll be coming and I'll be sending donations to you.
As soon, I don't know if they have a bolt-on system for these yet. I would imagine so. I mean, it ain't that much different than the other shit. So.
Right, I do. I already have. So I have a GT that I got the Roush exhaust system.
Is that the one you said it's going to take a couple months or whatever?
No, that's the Whipple supercharger. But I got a GT that Coons Baltimore Ford did the lowering springs.
Yeah.
And they did the exhaust on it, the H pipe, and did the shorty shifter. I didn't know you at that time.
No, it's all good.
So I ended up taking it up there. And they did it, so the exhaust is extremely loud.
Yeah.
But it's a Roush exhaust.
I've seen it in your video.
Right, right.
Loud.
Yeah. But here's the thing. The kid's more about all the noise.
Right.
There comes a fine line where I'm okay with noise, but not crazy.
That's why the valve setup in these are cool. You know, the factory stuff works pretty well.
Right,
so,
right.
You know, shout out to Ford on that one.
And that's why I think just for now, simple thing to do today is put the H pipe on.
You'll see, I mean, I don't know how long you've been driving them Scats and them Hellcats, but like, have your valves started rattling on any of them yet?
No, because my car's all sitting in the garage most of the time.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, too many cars.
Drive them things, Gary. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. You sound like my YouTuber subscribers. That's right, you are.
Yeah, I am one now.
Right. Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it.
All right, I'm gonna get to work.
All right. Interrupting the doctor.
Right.
And the nurse is still out. The nurse is still out, hasn't changed the appropriate tire to be over here handing the doctor all the proper utensils to complete this operation. The poor Ice Age Mustang. So when the guy shows up with the electric car and wants the exhaust on it, what do you do? What do you do when that person shows up?
You put a speaker.
Yeah, right. You weld a speaker onto the back of the car, right? Is that kind of the idea?
Pretty much.
When do you start selling the electric vehicle exhaust systems? You should actually advertise that on your account. We specialize in electric.
Excuse the mess. We're normally much more put together.
Okay, this is an Orange County chopper with Paul Tuttle Sr. going off on Paul Jr. I mean, come on. Where's the antics? You remember those days?
Yeah.
Where Paul would walk in and go nuts over how the shop wasn't in perfect order, and Junior would then start mouthing off at him.
I remember that.
Yeah. I mean, all right. We'll leave these guys at peace. We'll turn it off.